On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye Women's Basketball is on the air. Presented by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, delivering the funds the university needs to drive academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Also brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank. Proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Wimmer's Meats. The official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. And by 988. There is hope with a 988 lifeline. Call or text 988 for free, 24/7. This is the University of Iowa Energy Collab pregame show, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Here's Rob Brooks and former Hawkeye Catherine Reynolds.
And welcome inside Carver Hawkeye Arena as the Iowa women's basketball team looks for victory number 3 in the early going, coming off a 71-52 win over the Hawkeyes of Virginia Tech in the really first true test for the Hawkeyes. Of course, a week ago took care of Northern Illinois. And the impressive thing in that game for the Hawkeyes, after only scoring 8 points in the second quarter, came right back in the third and outscored the Hokies 22-10, really to seal the game, and then won the fourth quarter by 3 with that 71-52 victory. Addison O'Grady, what can you say about her performance in 25 minutes and 55 seconds? Went 9 for 9 from the floor and tallied 18 points. Coach Jensen will talk about Addie's performance a little bit later on in the pregame show. That's a career high for Addie O'Grady as well. Lucy Olson had 20 points and 6 rebounds. Hannah Stalkey 16 and 7. The veterans really led the way, especially in that fourth quarter for the Hawkeyes. Tonight, it's a team out of the MAC that has had tremendous success, especially the last 3 years. They've won 3 straight MAC Conference championships. We're talking about the Rockets of Toledo, coming off a 28-6 campaign. But when you've had that type of success in a mid-major program, you know what usually happens. The coach leaves, players leave, and that is certainly the case with Toledo, as they're really kind of rebuilding, even though they've got 8 players returning from last year's roster. And then if you look at the preseason poll in the MAC Conference, Toledo was picked 5th behind Ball State, Kent State, Buffalo, and Bowling Green. Rockets coming off a victory in their home opener, 88-71, took care of the Thundering Herd of Marshall. During our pregame show leading up to a 6 o'clock tip tonight, we will get some insight on Toledo as Tiffany Reedy caught up with Tamika Keene, a first-year assistant coach of the Rockets, to get a little scouting report on Toledo. And of course, Jan Jensen will be along with her comments before tonight's game. And today being signing day, Iowa signed 3 outstanding recruits, just as they did a year ago at this time. Those players on the floor for the Hawkeyes. We'll get a little preview of what's to come and also take a look at Toledo. Stay with us for Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball tonight against Toledo. Hawkeyes going for a 3-0 start. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Need a little boost? Nothing beats the rich, smooth taste of Quick Star's Karuba coffee. Fresh, delicious, and always brewed just right. Now only 79 cents. Any size. When you swipe your Quick Rewards card. Pair it with a fresh baked cookie or muffin from the bake sale and level up your day. Quality coffee at an unbeatable price. Stop by, grab a cup, and taste the difference. Only at Quick Star.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Go to BigGrove.com and enter for your chance to win Hawkeye tickets all season long. Or join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes, all season long. Go Hawks!
Lacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Hawkeye athletics around Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and throughout campus. Lacier Graphics and Signs helps build your brand through custom graphics, signage, and video displays designed to specifically tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Lacier Graphics and Signs, a preferred graphic and signage provider of Iowa Hawkeye athletics. Visit them online at lacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited. We provide experiential travel and vacation planning for Hawkeye fans across the state. Contact one of our destination experts to start planning your next trip at duagency.com.
You don't have to go to the game to get a game program. You can download it now by visiting the game day page on HawkeyeSports.com. That's right, the game program is now digital and it's free. So check it out. Get the roster, the stats, and fascinating stories about today's matchup. Just go to HawkeyeSports.com and click on Game Day.
We are here with first-year assistant Takima Keene. Coach Keene, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. Your team's coming off a home opener win versus Marshall, 71-68. 3-time defending MAC champions, but a lot of changes on the squad this year. How would you describe your team's identity so far, their style of play, and kind of what we can expect to see on the court tonight?
I mean, honestly, the buy-in's been great. You know, Coach B, when she got this job, she knew that there was going to be a change, right? Obviously, but the players and just their desire to want to learn from her and under her and apply, you know, her style of play to Toledo and bring a different style of basketball has been an amazing change. It's great.
And what is kind of her style of play? What does she like to see on her teams?
Yeah, so we get up and down for sure. She's said it a lot, like you're going to see us play fast. And we play together, right? So what Coach says all the time is like she needs 5 willing and able passers. So we run our motion, and with that being said, it's kind of the best team basketball you could see, right? So it's a little different than, you know, what they were doing in the past, which they were very, very successful with, but it brings a different look for us. So.
Yeah, speaking of different look, you return 8 players. Mm-hmm. You have 6 incoming freshmen, a transfer, an entire new coaching staff. Mm-hmm. So you talk about kind of getting the buy-in and getting the team together, but who are some players that we can kind of look for on the court tonight?
I mean, honestly, we got some very great veteran leadership with our returners, right? We have some kids that played big minutes. As far as our seniors go, right? You got your Sammy McConowitz, you have your Kiragosses, and you have your Hannah Novorowskis, and, you know, so we got some kids that played significant time, and they're ready to go for us, and they're leading our young kids, right? As much as we are top-heavy with our veteranness, we have a lot of young kids that are ready to be led, so.
Awesome. First road game here at Carver Hawkeye Arena, we typically sell out or have very large crowds, and then noticing that in just a couple weeks you'll be at Maryland, also big crowds. How do you get the team ready for, you know, bigger games with larger crowds that maybe you guys are used to seeing?
I mean, they're just so competitive that they want to win at everything, right? We'll do like a basic drill in practice and be like, okay, well, how do you win? And we're like, well, we were getting up shots, but like, I love that you want to win, and that's how they are, right? They're coming into this game with every belief that they can win this game, and that's the best part about them.
Awesome. Thank you again for the time, Coach Keene, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tiffany, thank you very much. Takima Keene, a first-year assistant coach for the Toledo Rockets, played at Cleveland State and was an assistant coach at Rhode Island last year. Hawk fans, you can enjoy your home away from home at Coralville's all-suite Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. You can relax in spacious suites with a free breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your Hawkeye visit. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, you can stop by Molly's Cupcakes in downtown Iowa City for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Jensen up next on the pregame show before Iowa and Toledo. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard with 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources? Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, with our partner, NG Iowa, is offering full-time positions in utility operations for our campus and hospital water, heating, steam, and distribution systems. Check out the jobs and apply at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bumps Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkbine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bumps is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bumps and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkbine Golf Course. Bumps Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food.
Pregame Shootaround with Jensen is presented by Oak Knoll, as their mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Well, Jan, plenty to talk about when we dive into Toledo and the Hawks tonight, but signing day, and you got 3 outstanding recruits. I know you're always they seal the deal and get that signature, and that's always the key thing. What excites you about this group?
Well, they're coming in very accomplished. Addie Deal is from Mater Dei High School in California, the LA area, Orange County, and it's just I think they signed 39 athletes today. Overall, all the winter sports. So they're a very accomplished school. Addie is just one of the premier guards, and we had our eye on her for a couple of years, maybe 3, and for her to sign with us and then hold, certainly through the coaching transition. So she heads that class. Then we have a big center, literally tall center from Alaska, 6'5", Layla Hayes. She committed about 3 weeks ago, and she's a big prize, literally and figuratively. And then a homegrown Hawkeye in Journey Houston out of Davenport North. And she just has what I love about Journey, her motor. You talk about hardworking, blue collar. She just puts her head down and goes. But all 3 of these women, young women, they're just lovely. And they kick butt on the court. But the fans are going to be so impressed with who they are as people. So I'm extremely proud today.
Well, you should be. And what's kind of your attitude and your feeling? You've signed so many big players. Caitlin's signing anniversary was yesterday, I believe. And you have today. And what's kind of the euphoria when they say, hey, I'm going to become a Hawkeye? Because I remember 3 weeks ago that was a big time, wasn't it?
It is. When there's 2 exciting moments is when they really tell you. It used to be they didn't tell you till this week, right? But thankfully, people are making decisions earlier. But when you get that first yes of their,
because you work so hard, right?
Oh man! And then it just is a marathon you're finishing. I mean, I've never finished a marathon, but when I see those people finish and all my friends, it's like the euphoria that happens, right? And you're just, you've been traveling a lot of miles to see them, a lot of phone calls, a lot of texts, a lot of family dinner interruptions. I think every coach will tell you, I mean, man, when the calls from the kids you usually sign, they're the ones you always, interrupt something. So your kids are like, what? Why? And then you show them the phone, it's Addie Deal, and they're like, okay, go. Go ahead.
It's all worth it, right?
Right. Coaches, families understand. So it's just a great moment. And then you get kind of nervous because it's unofficial. So you're worried other people, especially now with portals and NILs and collectives, and until you get them to sign, then today is just kind of that, you can really drop your shoulders.
Back with more with Coach Jensen after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Honda drivers, if you want to keep your Honda a Honda, only service your Honda with the experts at your local Honda dealer. They use genuine Honda parts and factory certified technicians to service all Hondas, keeping your Honda a Honda. Don't trust your investment to anyone else. Only service with genuine Honda parts and factory certified technicians to make sure your Honda stays 100% Honda. When you need service for your Honda, search your local Honda dealer.
Jan, going back to last Sunday's game, Addie O'Grady 9 for 9 from the floor. Boy, what an accomplishment. I don't care if there's anybody in the gym. That's not an easy thing to do, receive those passes, and then knock down a big-time jumper. What's that do for her confidence going forward?
Well, I hope a lot. I think we'll see tonight and we'll see Sunday and throughout the next week. I would love to see that confidence stacking. I think that's the thing we saw this summer. Addie, I think, probably worked as hard as she ever has this summer. She really turned it up a notch. And now she's competing, right? Ava Hyde and her, they complement each other really well. They're both going to need to play, and who is going to get that start. So I'm hopeful that game she can draw upon from here on out, because if she can produce like that, I mean, maybe we don't have to hold her 100% shooting, but if she can, be close to the GOATS numbers of the Sonanos and Gustafsons, the 65, 60, 65, 70 some games on a consistent basis, that would sure help us out.
Great to have Sydney back on the court.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Sydney's presence and her calm and her kind of kick butt attitude. And it was great to see her get that baseline three as well, because coming back, that's the one thing in practice. Even her free throws have been a little short. So I think hitting that one, I hope, will also give her some confidence.
Well, Toledo, obviously great success the last 3 years. What do you see in this year's unit?
Well, you know, it's so interesting. We're playing a lot of new coaches. The tech staff was new. Toledo's new. Their head coach took the job at Miami, who's a friend of mine. And this gal, I know her as well, but she came from Monmouth. And the ironic thing, Raina Harmon had the scout. They only have had one game. And so the game we watched, they played all zone. We don't have any player-to-player offense. So Raina went back to Monmouth because that's where the coach came from and got the player-to-player stuff. So I don't know. It's kind of an unsettling feeling. Usually your first couple of games is kind of like that. But usually by the third game, you have at least 2 games plus an exhibition if you want it. For them, we only have one.
Well, let's go get the Rockets tonight and get victory number 3.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Rob.
Jensen on the pregame show. Back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Treat yourself to one of our award-winning entrees at the Machine Shed. Come get your hands around one of our famous pork tenderloins, our most popular sandwich, served either deep-fried golden brown or unbreaded and grilled. Or try our roasted stuffed Iowa chop that is stuffed with a warm apple raisin dressing and glazed with an apple whiskey sauce. Trust me, you won't regret it. This is Jeff Grunder, and we can't wait to have you over for dinner at the Machine Shed.
I-80 in Hickman Road, Urbandale, and I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
First ever meeting between Iowa and Toledo. The Hawkeyes at 2-0, the Rockets at 1-0. Starting lineups presented by Melrose Meadows. Tired of cooking, cleaning, or just being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community. With underground parking, a heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. To learn more, visit melrosemeadows.com. For Jenny Bogus and the Toledo Rockets, she will start Kendall Carruthers, a transfer from St. Francis, a 5'7" sophomore. Cadence Dykstra, a 5'8" sophomore, also will be in the lineup along with Kara Goss, a 5'9" graduate student from Indianapolis, had 11 against Marshall in the opener. Sammy McConowitz, a 5'10" graduate student, had 15 against Marshall in the opening game against the Thundering Herd. And the 5th starter for Toledo will be Jessica Cook at 6'2". She had 8 in the opener for the Rockets. The Hawkeyes will counter with Sydney Affolter getting her first start. Of course, was able to play for the first time this season against Virginia Tech and ended up coming off the bench, but played over 24 minutes, so we'll get her first start of the season. She'll be joined by Lucy Olson, coming off of 20 against the Hawkeyes. Hannah Stalkey at the power forward had 16 and 7 against Tech. Kylie Feuerbach has just kind of done it all so far this season. And in the middle, 6'4" from Aurora, Colorado, Addie O'Grady. Perfect from the floor against Virginia Tech, 9 out of 9. We'll get the keys to the game with Tiffany when we come back, and also the opening tip, the Hawks and the Rockets. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
We know you're a fan, but is Hawkeye pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give Blood Drive and help settle once and for all that the Hawkeyes give the most spirit. Again, visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up.
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bumps Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkbine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bumps is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bumps and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkbine Golf Course. Bumps Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food.
Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited. We provide experiential travel and vacation planning for Hawkeye fans across the state. Contact one of our destination experts to start planning your next trip at duagency.com.
Get in the game with Hawk Talk. Join Coach Kirk Ferentz and host Gary Dolphin for 90 minutes of Iowa football talk. Wednesday, 6:30 to 8 Central. Listen live on the Hawkeye Radio Network and Iowa Hawkeyes YouTube channel. Presented by View Rooftop.
And the close of the national anthem being performed before Iowa and Toledo. Second home game for the Hawkeyes this season. Of course, took care of Northern Illinois in the opener before the victory in Charlotte, North Carolina against Virginia Tech. And the Hawkeyes will have a few days off to get ready for another road game against the Drake Bulldogs, the Knapp Center in Des Moines. Starting lineups just about ready to be introduced. Let's join Tiffany Reedy, huh? Take your time.
Yeah, hi Rob, thanks. It's great to be back again. I think the keys tonight, Coach Jay talked about we keep playing these teams with new coaching staff and new players. But for the Hawks, we don't want them to underestimate this team, but we do want them to utilize the opportunity to focus on maximizing their minutes. That's a mouthful. They need to continue to work on their offensive sets, experiment with their rotations, build those communication skills that are required to become a really good team. In a lower pressure environment as compared to where we were on Sunday, it's easy to maybe fall into some lapses, get lackadaisical, but every player needs to get the most out of their minutes when they get on the court tonight. I think we need to see continued post play. Obviously, we saw Addie O'Grady have a career night. Hannah Stolke played pretty darn well last game as well. We need to get those touches in the paint. We have a bit of a height advantage tonight, and as we saw from last weekend, when we get the post game going, it opens up the rest of the court for us. Last key to the game, one thing I'm seeing this year, I know it's early, but is a very strong Hawkeye defense. We have some players, Kylie Fierbach, Lucy Olsen, that are playing very intense on-ball defense, but also getting in the passing lanes, anticipating the passes. I think we could see the Hawkeyes gain an identity of a defensive threat. We haven't seen that for a while. We're used to having this sort of identity as an offensive team, but I've seen some excellent defense. Tonight, the Hawks need to keep that up, but they also might be able to set into some zone. Toledo is not a strong three-point shooting team, so it is an opportunity to get the Hawks into the zone to kind of work through some of those sets as well.
Well, hopefully all that will happen as the Toledo starters have been introduced and the Hawkeye starters forthcoming. And Tiffany, great to have Sydney Affolter back in that starting lineup. You never know after a knee procedure how things will go. She's recovered nicely, and it wasn't 5 or 6 minutes that she played on Sunday. Went over 24, which I thought was key.
Agreed, and she wasn't rusty. She came back. She was her regular old self. So I think it was the right move to move her into the starting position. She certainly earned it, and I think, if anybody's tough, it is Sydney Affolter. So I think she'll be back in regular form in no time.
Also in that game against Virginia Tech, and we commented on it, Iowa went with the veteran lineup, especially in the second half, just to secure the victory. This will be a night, hopefully, the Hawks can get out to a really good start, and we can see more of Taylor Stremlow and Ava Hayden.
Yep,
Tegan Mullaney, yeah, because they're going to be an important part of this team.
They really are, and we saw some good minutes versus Virginia Tech, but limited minutes. Both freshmen, Tegan Mullaney, Taylor Stremlow had 5 rebounds apiece. Taylor Stremlow had that left-handed assist in the transition. So there have been some flashes of brilliance, but hopefully tonight they just get some more minutes to be able to kind of prove themselves.
U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeyes. We're in it with you for the good stuff and all the hard work it takes to get there. Because together, there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification before we tip it off. The Hawks and the Rockets. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. And tonight's opening tip is brought to you by Farmers State Bank. Earn $250 when you open an eligible checking account at the Tiffin branch or online. Get rewarded for banking with FSB. Visit myfsbonline.com for complete details. Subject to approval, minimum $50 deposit. Requires e-statements and direct deposit. Member FDIC. Toledo in their traveling navy blue uniforms, trimmed in gold. Gold Toledo across the front, and white numbers trimmed in gold. The Hawkeyes will go with the home whites. The block Iowa in black across the front with the black numbers. So Taylor McCabe, who has started the first 2 games this year, will come off the bench to add some firepower. And when you get a player of the caliber of Sydney Affolter back, get her back in the starting lineup, that just adds to that depth, which is always key during the season. Hawkeyes will head to the basket to our right, Toledo to our left. Jessica Cook, 6'2" center, shakes hands with Addie O'Grady, and we're ready to go. Making sure that everybody is situated. And the ball is in the air. O'Grady wins the tip, but right to Carruthers of Toledo. Rockets will have the first possession of the game. They go to Cook at the high post area. Now right side Dykstra. Doesn't do much offensively. Has it right at the top of the key and immediately fires a 3. And it's off the back of the iron. Long rebound to Stalky, ahead to Olsen on the right wing. Dribbles behind her back, flips it to Spearbach. Three-pointer no good, right wing. Weak side board to Stalky. Brings it out behind the three-point arc. And the Hawks will reset. Just underway at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Affolter all the way to the rim with a left-handed layup. Contact underneath, and she will shoot a pair.
Yeah, she's not wasting any time to be back to her regular self. Just facing up, penetrating hard, drawing that foul. Kind of vintage Sydney Affolter.
Jessica Cook with the game's first foul. And that'll bring Sydney Affolter to the free throw line. And now they have made the change. Official actually said that it was his fault, not 34, but 14. Dykstra, the first foul of the game. Affolter at the free throw line. 2 dribbles, ball in the air, perfect. Hawks are on the board first. Sydney hit that big 3 deep in the right corner at the Spectrum Center. Second rattles in. 2-0 Hawkeyes. Dykstra across the timeline. Hands it off to Carruthers, left wing. She drives to the top of the key. Now right side, Goss. Now inside. A foul is called on the Hawkeyes. That'll be Stalky's first. Good ball movement around the perimeter by Toledo.
Certainly, the Hawks appear to be in a matchup zone right now, and I think maybe they're kind of working around those rotations. Hannah kind of got out of sorts.
McConowitz at the free throw line. Makes the first, and the Rockets on the board. 5'10" graduate student. Probably the most versatile player on the Toledo roster. Second one in the air, rolls in. So both teams have knocked down a pair of free throws, and we're tied at 2. Olsen to Feuerbach, free throw line extended right. Bounces a pass to O'Grady outside the block. Now to Stalky, right block, back to O'Grady, and she missed the 16-foot jumper. Came off the left side of the iron. Rebound down to Cook. Gets it ahead to Dykstra. She pauses 10 feet from the basket, gets it back out to Carruthers, who will launch a 3-pointer and drill it just right at the top of the key.
A tough shot there, and typically they're not a strong three-point shooting team, but the Hawks will need to kind of belly up a bit.
Olsen on the right wing. Hawks down 5-2. Affolter in that same area. Now Feuerbach outside the paint on the right wing. Dribbles into the paint. Shot off the window. No good from point-blank range, but is fouled.
Kylie Feuerbach definitely noticed the height advantage she has. She's being guarded by Kendall Carruthers. She's got a couple inches on her, and so she took advantage of that, almost backed into her, did a little post move.
Kylie at 5'11". Kendall Carruthers at 5'7". Good recognition by the Hawkeyes. Feuerbach's first spins out. Don't forget, Iowa soccer hosts Missouri State Friday at 6 in the first round of the NCAA tournament. For more information, visit HawkeyeSports.com. Second, good. Feuerbach on the board. Toledo by 2 with the basketball. Turnaround jumper in the paint by McConowitz is no good. Rebound to Affolter. Across the timeline. Gets to the top of the key, dribbles down the left side, flips it inside. O'Grady, easy 2 off the window.
Beautiful pass by Sydney Affolter. She hesitated just to beat enough to open up a little space and drop that ball to Addie O'Grady.
Now Carruthers on the right side for Toledo. Gets it off to Goss, who drills a 3-pointer deep in the right corner. 2 threes for Toledo. And they lead by 3. Hawks in the front court with the ball. Olsen hesitates at the free throw line. Gets into the paint. Left-handed layup is good.
Excellent use of her body to slice through the lane. Huge 1-2 stepping up.
Goss takes it down the right side, and it's knocked out of bounds. Touched last by the Hawkeyes. As Novorosky, a 6'5" graduate, transfer from Indiana, comes into the game, along with Nan Garcia, transfer from Penn State. Toledo basketball along the baseline. They get it in on the right side. Here's Makanowicz, holds the ball above her head, drops a pass inside to Novorowski. Turnaround shot is up and no good in the paint, and it was partially blocked by O'Grady. Feuerbach gets it into the front court for the Hawkeyes. Now lob pass inside, Stolke, easy two with the left hand. Perfect pass from the left wing by Sydney Affolter.
Yeah, perfect pass and athleticism by Hannah Stolke. She posted up beautifully, caught that pass, and it contorted her body for the layup.
Hawks by one, Rockets with the basketball, first quarter action. And on the way to the rim, Goss goes up, and she is called for a charge. Just a little arm bar.
Yep. And who's guarding her? Kylie Feuerbach. She is the master of taking a charge.
Just as good as it gets to get into that position.
Yep.
Stremlo into the game for the Hawkeyes, 9-8. Iowa with the lead. Olsen whips a pass inside to O'Grady. Couldn't handle it, but saved it from going out of bounds and flips it right back to Lucy. Now back to O'Grady outside the paint on the right side. Stremlo right wing, one-handed pass O'Grady. Hawks moving the ball well. Now Olsen with 5 to shoot. Gets into the paint all the way to the rim. No good up the left side. Stremlo fires in there for the rebound. Back out to Stolke, dribbles between her legs, drives down the left side, shot no, but a foul on Toledo. Can't keep up with the quickness of Iowa.
No, the ball movement in that possession was extraordinary. Quick passes inside, outside, and hey, I love when Hannah Stolke faces a basket from the three-point line and drives. She was a little out of control on the shot, but she drew the foul, and I want to see more of that this year from Hannah.
Dan Garcia, the foul. Stolke at the free throw line. First one, good. Hannah's off to a good start from the free throw line. She was 4 out of 6 against Virginia Tech. Iowa by 2. And now by 3. McCabe in for Iowa. Hawks with a 3-point advantage. 6:02 left to go in the first quarter. Dykstra in between the circles. Doesn't really look to score much. Hands it off to Makanowicz. Fires a 3, no good, right wing. Battle for the rebound, won by Toledo. And then the Rockets lose the ball, but get it back. 3-pointer, Makanowicz, this time left wing, no. McCabe the rebound, across the timeline. Stops, will fire a 3. Got it right at the top of the key.
Taylor McCabe has entered the game. Nothing
Instant.
like coming in and making a 3-pointer right off the bat.
Toledo goes right inside to Novorowski. She has her shot blocked on the right wing. Hawks in transition. Here's a 3. Olsen rimming no from the left side, and Garcia the rebound. Hawks ran that sideline break, didn't get it to go. On top 14-8, 5:12 left to go in the first. In a back and forth first quarter here from Carver Hawkeye. Here's Makanowicz along the baseline, tried to get a pass across the lane, and it was knocked out of bounds, touched last by the Hawkeyes. Feuerbach for Lucy Olsen.
And I like how Coach Jay, I mean, we're 3 games into the season, but she's still shifting around her players a lot. Lots of different configurations on the court.
Fed Robinson into the game and threw it away. Stremlo with the basketball on the right wing. Gets it to the top of the key. McCabe again. This 3-pointer just a little bit long. And the rebound taken down by Toledo. Dykstra fires a pass inside. Layup no by Novorowski. And she took an extra step traveling the call. So Novorowski at 6'5" at 16 points against Marshall, plays physical, has received a few passes down on the block, just has not been able to get anything to go. Timeout on the court. When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. 4:43 left to go in the first. Iowa 14, Toledo 8. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Goes into overtime. but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Check out Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. They are like new and only available at your local Honda dealer. Checked, inspected, and reconditioned with genuine Honda parts by factory-trained technicians. Honda certified it and backed it with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Certified pre-owned Hondas are in stock now at your local Honda dealer. Drive worry-free with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Honda certified it. Only when you buy at your local Honda dealer.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks on top 14-8 over the Toledo Rockets out of the MAC Conference. So we told you at the start, Toledo, the last 3 years, 3 straight conference championships, just like Iowa's won 3 straight Big Ten tournament championships, but 29-6, 29-5, 28-6 the last 3 years. But the former coach now at Miami, Ginny Bogus, came over from Monmouth, spent 3 years there, and is her first year as the head coach at Toledo. Hawks start 4 out of 9. 5 out of 6 from the free throw line, but still just 1 out of 4 from three-point range. Remember, Iowa didn't shoot it too well against Virginia Tech from deep. 4 out of 18.
Yeah, and I think I'm okay with that. What we're seeing on the offensive end is really a variety of shots, layups, Taylor McCabe's three-pointer, and working the ball around, which they need to continue to focus on.
Here's Stolke. Down the right side, flips it into the corner. McCabe, 3, no good. Tapped by Mullaney. Into the hands of Stolke. Into the hands of McCabe. Just hanging out along the baseline. Easy layup off the window. McCabe has 5.
And Hannah Stolke with the hustle play. She's all over the court tonight.
Little extra step for Stolke and Feuerbach and company, as the three-pointer won't go by Garcia, but the rebound taken down by Fed Robinson. Now Garcia, cross-court pass to Goss, fakes a mid-range jumper, drives baseline, spins on the block, now gets it back outside to Carruthers for 3. No good off the back of the bracket, and the rebound taken down by McCabe. Crosses the timeline. Olsen, right wing, tried to get it to Mullaney. It was batted away by Garcia, but retrieved by Mullaney, and she's on the baseline. Gets it to Stremlo, now back to Mullaney, driving toward the basket. Reverse layup, no good, but a foul. 2 shots coming up for the freshman Tegan Mullaney.
Yeah, great backdoor cut. And what we're seeing from Taylor Stremlo is some really nice passing. Both are showing a confidence, just a cool demeanor as they get out on the court.
So Mullaney at the line with Iowa leading 16-8 on a 11-0 run the last 350. 14-3 the last 442. Free throw good.
Yeah, and to juxtapose that, Toledo's on a little scoring drought, 0 of 7 on their last field goal attempts.
Second one, Mullaney, perfect. Affolter back in for the Hawkeyes. Carruthers brings the ball across the timeline for Toledo, hesitates, gets into the paint, reverses the ball from the left to the right hand, puts it up, no good off the window. Hawks with a fast break opportunity, but Affolter holds the ball on the left wing. Now McCabe in between the circles. Cook comes out on her. Lob pass inside. Stolke goes up in traffic with the left hand and scores off the window. Hannah Stalkey with 6.
Yeah, you're just seeing, again, her versatility. She's doing it all. She's facing, she's posting up, and most importantly, she keeps control of the ball.
20-8. Hawkeyes by 12 as Goss drives all the way to the rim and has the ball batted out of bounds. Attempted a left-handed layup.
And blocked by Hannah Stolke.
Well, you mentioned she's been doing it all.
She really has.
Feuerbach comes back for the Hawkeyes. Dykstra will throw it in along the baseline. Looks. Has to lob it out to the left wing to Fed Robinson, who drives paint. Wild shot, no. Mullaney swipes the ball away from the Rockets. Brings it herself into the front court at the free throw line to the rim. And it's blocked away by Fed Robinson. Toledo in transition. Fed Robinson gets it back. Drives baseline shot, no. She changed the ball positions from the left side to the right. And a foul after the shot. Cook will pick up her first on a rebound attempt with Iowa up 20-8 with 2:33 left to go in the first. Olsen back for the Hawkeyes, and already Iowa in the bonus, as that is the 5th foul on Toledo. And Sydney Affolter at the free throw line again, where she is 2 out of 2. First one, good. Always assume a down power line is energized. Stay far away and call 911. Get more safety tips at midamericanenergy.com. Second free throw good. Affolter 4 out of 4. O'Grady back for the Hawkeyes for Hannah Stalkey, who will sit down with 6 points. Hawks now in a 17-0 run, the last 4:56. Toledo working the ball around the outer arc. Now get the ball inside. Turnaround shot is up and good by Goss. Made that with the left hand, and that stops the 17-0 run. Here is O'Grady on the left wing. Back outside to Affolter. Fakes right, goes left along the baseline. Flips a pass weak side. Mullaney. Now O'Grady. Bounce pass to a slashing Lucy Olsen. How about that high-low action?
Yeah, O'Grady almost a behind-the-back pass, a no-look pass, executed with confidence.
Braden in for Toledo with the ball. Now along the baseline, Goss couldn't handle a pass. And it's picked up by the Hawkeyes quickly in the front court. Mullaney 3 off the right side of the iron, no good. Missed it left to the top of the key. 24-10 Iowa in transition. Here's Toledo as all the way to the rim, losing control of the ball, is Dykstra. And it will be Rocket basketball along the baseline. Lob pass out to Braden. On the right wing, holds the ball above her head. Dykstra comes off a screen, three-pointer top of the key. It's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds along the baseline. Iowa basketball. Dykstra runs things offensively, just not much of a score, and you could see Iowa sagging off her.
Yeah, they're letting her take that 3, and that's the right choice for sure.
24-10, Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball. 1 minute left to go, first quarter. Affolter in between the circles. Now high post area, O'Grady whips it inside. Lucy Olsen wide open for a left-handed layup. How about the passing by Addie O'Grady?
Part 2, it's like the same play again. Addie was ready, and Lucy was ready to make that backdoor cut.
Dykstra tries to make a move in the paint, spin dribble, lost control of it, and that's a travel. Dykstra will come out of the game for Fed Robinson.
I think what the Hawkeyes are experiencing on defense is a Toledo team right now that's kind of rushed, just kind of trying to get to the hoop, maybe sloppily taking sloppy threes. So they need to kind of keep their pace and maintain their aggressiveness in the game.
Affolter on the move, and shot is up, and she's knocked to the floor. She's okay. No call. Braden misfires a three-pointer on the left wing, and 2 players going after the ball. Feuerbach and Fed Robinson collide on the right side. And it's going to be Toledo basketball. Touch last by Feuerbach. Carruthers back for the Rockets. Ella Weaver, a 6-foot sophomore out of Ruckersville, Virginia, into the game for the first time. 29 seconds left to go. Hawks will get another possession on top, 26-10. Here's Carruthers in between the circles, keeps that right-handed dribble going. Olsen comes out on her. Now feeds it to Goss, left to the top of the key. Now Weaver, three-pointer blocked by Affolter, but into the hands of Novorosky, and then stolen away by Sydney. Brings it into the front court, right wing, feeds inside Mulaney. Easy two off the window.
Absolutely, picture perfect. Last two sequence on defense into offense. You see that veteran status in Sydney Affolter.
She goes after a steal in the backcourt and knocks a rocket to the floor. That's her first foul. 1 second left to go. Half-court shot is up and no good by McConowitz. Missed it left of the rim. And that'll do it for 10 minutes of basketball. The Hawks a 23-2 run the last 7 minutes and 29 seconds to take command. 28-10. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis Infused Beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
Are you ready to take a sweet trip down memory lane? Come on, let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick Star. Craving those fresh, oven-baked cookies like Grandma used to make? The Quickery's got them, baked with love and a touch of that old-fashioned goodness. In a rush? Grab a muffin for just $1.19. A perfect on-the-go treat. From glazers to cake donuts. Indulge at the bake sale. So what are you waiting for? Treat yourself, only at Quick Star.
Treat yourself to one of our award-winning entrees at the Machine Shed. Come get your hands around one of our famous pork tenderloins, our most popular sandwich, served either deep-fried golden brown or unbreaded and grilled. Or try our roasted stuffed Iowa chop that is stuffed with a warm apple raisin dressing and glazed with an apple whiskey sauce. Trust me, you won't regret it. This is Jeff Grunder, and we can't wait to have you over for dinner at the Machine Shed.
I-80 in Hickman Road, Urbandale, and I-80 in Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa 28, Toledo 10. Rob Brooks and Tiffany Reedy. What stands out in the first quarter?
Well, obviously the Hawkeyes are shooting well. Their field goal percentage, 50%. They are 9 for 18 from the field. Like you mentioned, struggling a little bit from the three-point line. And Toledo is just not shooting the ball well. They are 3 for 19 from the field, 16%. So I think if this keeps up, the Hawks just continue to extend their lead. I think the Hawks are also rebounding very well with 14 rebounds compared to Toledo's 11. So I think at this point, coming into quarter two, again, I'm going to say it again, I keep saying it, but it's maximizing minutes on the floor, executing, running your plays, getting comfortable with some of the things that maybe we can experiment with in a game like this.
Stremlo into the game to start the second quarter. Stalke is back. Now Feuerbach right at the top of the key. One dribble. Stremlo, free throw line extended right. Holds the ball at her knees. High above her head. Now gets it to O'Grady outside the paint. Back to Stremlo. Reverse layup. No good. Right hand on the left side. Another great pass by Addie O'Grady. Goss in the front court for Toledo. Hands it off to McConowitz. She stops 12 feet from the hoop. Now back to Goss on the left wing. Toledo just playing catch around the outer arc. Hawks doing a great job defensively. Communication is good. And a much quicker team. Goss with 6 to shoot at the free throw line. Kicks it right side. Here's a fake and a shot by Weaver. Skips off the left side of the rim, no good. And the Hawks get the rebound. Stremlo across the timeline to Feuerbach, free throw line extended right. Carruthers comes out on her, gets an O'Grady screen. Now Stalky, left side, drives down all the way to the window. A little bit strong. Loose ball dug up by Carruthers of Toledo. 28-10 Hawkeyes. Here's a jumper. Goss, right wing, no. Inside the three-point arc, O'Grady the rebound. Affolter down to Feuerbach. Sees an avenue. Drives in the left side. Lays it up and in.
Yeah, fast-paced basketball right here. Affolter with the almost full court pass to Feuerbach. She saw that lane and she took it.
Toledo in the front court. Just has not been able to get much offensively at all. And McConowitz has the ball knocked away by Stalky and out of bounds. And Toledo will have it right along the side near the Hawkeye bench. Ava Hayden for the first time tonight. Carruthers in between the circles. One hand pass to Novorowski at the elbow. Now Weaver with 3 to shoot. Gets it to Carruthers, tries to create shot. No good. Off the backboard. Didn't hit the rim. Shot clock violation.
Again, excellent defense by the Hawks. They're really, Toledo's offense is stagnant right now, and they are not allowing Toledo to get into a groove in any capacity.
8 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Here is a 3. McCabe buried it from the right wing.
She is ice cold, man. He's so poised. Had that little pump fake, stepped back for an easy 3.
McCabe with 8. Coming off the bench tonight for the first time this year with Affolter back in the starting lineup. Here's Novorowski, left wing. Carruthers, 3, got it. That's her second 3.
Yeah,
she's hit one from the right, one from the left. Lob pass inside Stalky from Feuerbach. She's doubled in the paint, and a hold will be called on Toledo.
The foul is on number 33,
Sammy McConowitz. Her first foul. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes. Stremlo gets it to Feuerbach, who drives baseline on the right side. Lost control of the ball after some contact with Weaver. Kylie's up. And the Hawkeyes will have the ball along the sideline. On top 33-13. Stremlo looks inside, gets it to Stalky. Catch, shot, good off the window.
Now there's the strength. She had about 2 girls on her, and she just muscled her way in between them.
Love the way that she gathered and then went up.
Yeah, she's really doing it all tonight.
Anna with 8. Here's Goss, brings it to the top of the key. Now hands it off to Weaver. Now McConowitz, back to Weaver on the left wing. Dribbles to the elbow. Now Novorowski with 1 to shoot, lost control of the ball. Another shot clock violation. This defense is intense for the Hawkeyes.
It certainly is, and I said this in the keys to the game. I really see this Hawkeye team's identity in their defense, which we're not used to that. We're used to this run and gun and offensive team, but I think we have a lot of potential in being a lockdown defensive squad.
Jada Gyamfi into the game with Ava Hayden. She's been in there. That'll be in the 4 and 5 slot. Here's Olsen at the top of the key. 35-13. Olsen, lob pass for Hayden. It's batted away by Nan Garcia. Into the hands of Carruthers. She'll stop and pop from 15. Straight away, no. Hayden the rebound. Boy, she hustled back nicely. McCabe gets it ahead to Olsen. Free throw line extended right. Gyamfi comes out to set a screen. Now McCabe comes off a screen. Had a look at a 3. Gave it up to Feuerbach. Kylie hands it to Jada Gyamfi. And a foul is going to be called on a illegal screen, a moving screen on Kylie Feuerbach.
I want to see Taylor McCabe, and I know she's kind of getting used to more minutes. I want to see her launch that 3-point every time. She kind of second-guessed herself there.
And she doesn't do that very often.
No.
Toledo basketball as we approach 6 left to go. Garcia, 3-pointer left to the top of the key, no. Gyamfi the rebound. Gets it ahead to Lucy Olson. Cross-court pass right side to McCabe. Probes the baseline, then pulls it back out. Gets it to Olson. Right wing, now back to McCabe. Three-pointer deep in the corner. Count it.
And another. This is what the Hawkeye crowd loves. They know what she's capable of. She gets the minutes, and she's demonstrating her talent.
38-13. All Hawkeyes tonight. Goss on the left wing. Dribbles to the top of the key. Feeds it left side. McConowitz goes to the baseline. Spin move. Window. Good.
Basket by Sammy McConowitz.
Went baseline. Spin move on the block. Laid it up and in. Hawks have made 4 of their last 4 from the field. Olsen whips a pass to Hayden. Takes a dribble. Now back to Feuerbach on the right wing. Hayden now back in the paint. Drops it off for Olsen. Olsen dribbles it out of the paint, into the paint. Fake. Layup. Good.
That sort of European step move. She has a great ability to get to the hoop, use her body, and make big leaps in just a small space.
40 points on the board already for the Hawkeyes, and they drive toward the basket for Toledo by McConowitz, and she is fouled. That'll be the first on Gyamfi. And a timeout on the court with 4:38 left to go. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. The Iowa Lottery Terrace right here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. It's back, and you could see the Hawkeyes take on Iowa State like a VIP. Find Hawkeye scratch tickets today at a retailer near you and enter non-winning tickets into the prize zone. Visit ialottery.com/VIP for details. 4:38 left to go until halftime. Iowa 40, Toledo 15. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Please visit Hawkeye.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Whoa, winter is right around the corner. Before you travel for the holidays, get a free vehicle winter inspection from my dad, Brian Seckfetz, and his staff at Dodge Street Tire and Auto. For 25 good years, they've been your family-friendly, dependable, and honest neighborhood auto repair shop. That's why their loyal customers have once again voted Dodge Street Tire as the best in the area. Don't be left out in the cold. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks have outpaced Toledo 12-5 in the second quarter. And already 7 players have scored.
Yeah, it's really incredible. Our offensive output is, we're shooting very well, but again, it's the defense, getting 2 shot clock violations in a row and just not letting them get into the groove. We just have a lot more minutes with the ball on offense. So the Hawks need to continue using that defense to fuel their offense as we finish out the half.
Hannah Stalkey with 10. And Taylor McCabe with 11. 2 players in double figures for the Hawkeyes. At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Affolter back for Iowa. And McConowitz at the free throw line for Toledo after being fouled in the paint, gets the free throw to go. She had 15 against Marshall. She looks to score, wants the basketball. This one rolls off the right side. Knocked out of bounds by Toledo. And it will be Hawkeye basketball. Gyamfi still in there. Gets it to Olsen. Racing across the timeline. Now Affolter, free throw line extended right. McCabe works it around to Olsen. Now left wing, Gyamfi. Back to Olsen. And a jump shot outside the paint from 10. No, but she is bumped in the act of shooting.
That's a tough shot. Hand in your face, sort of fade away jumper, but got herself to the free throw line, so hopefully grabs a pair of free throws here.
Goss picks up her second. Hawks 9 out of 10 from the free throw line. Olsen's good. That's her first free throw attempt tonight. Hawkeyes were just 9 of 14 from the line against Virginia Tech. Second one, perfect. Great extension on that shot.
She really does have a picture-perfect shooting form. Not a surprise that she was the third leading scorer in the country last year.
Emmy Reinott, transfer from Rhode Island. Into the game for the first time. Toledo with the basketball. 42-16 Hawkeyes. Here's McConowitz. Has to kick it back out. Wanted to make a move in the paint. Gets it to Garcia. And now Reinott tries to go from the left wing to the basket, and it's stolen away by Affolter. Affolter at the top of the key. Left side, McCabe. Looks inside, lobs it inside. Hayden catches, goes up in traffic, and is hacked on the arm. Will shoot a pair. And Garcia, her second. And Ava Hayden will try to become the 8th Hawkeye to score in the first half. As Mullaney gets set to come in. Hayden a little bit strong on the first free throw. 42-16 Hawkeyes, 3:50 left to go, second quarter. Hayden's second is good. So just the second missed free throw by the Hawkeyes tonight. Mullaney in for Gyamfi. Rockets basketball. Hawkeyes drop back into a half-court defense as Braden brings the ball across the timeline. Hands it to Fed Robinson. Now McConowitz. Fed Robinson, three-pointer, right wing, rimming no. Rebound taken down by Reinott. Kicks it back out. Braden. Fed Robinson in between the circles, takes one dribble. Hawkeyes really getting out on that zone defense. Now Carruthers with 5 to shoot. Turns the corner, stops at the top of the key, gets it inside. McConowitz shot no good, blocked away. Shot clock violation, Hawkeyes in transition. Inside Mullaney, gives it to a slicing Ava Hayden. Right-handed layup good.
Nice sequence there for the Hawks. Shot clock violation, right with the quick layup for the freshman Ava Hayden.
And that's at least 3 shot clock violations.
It's impressive. Again, the Hawks have really taken Toledo out of any sort of offense at all. They are just kind of hoping and praying every time they put the ball to the hoop.
And Toledo wants and calls a 30-second timeout with Iowa on top 45-16, 2:53 left to go, second quarter. Join the Swarm and team up with Iowa athletes to support local charities. Make a difference today. Visit iowaswarm.com to learn more. Don't forget you can also earn $250 when you open an eligible checking account at the Tiffin branch or online. Get rewarded for banking with FSB. Visit myfsbonline.com for complete details. Subject to approval. Minimum $50 deposit. Requires e-statements and direct deposit. Member FDIC. Out of the timeout. Rockets with the ball. Doubled at the timeline. Stolen. Feuerbach layup. Got it. Bounced on the left side of the iron and dropped through. Kylie with 5. They were all over Dykstra as soon as she got the ball across the timeline. Fed Robinson.
Olsen double team.
Gets it to Carruthers. Hands it off to Dykstra, free throw line extended right. Takes a couple of dribbles, now backs up. Carruthers, she can't make a move. Fakes a three. Now Dykstra reverses the ball to Reinott with 3 to shoot, and a whistle away from the ball. This will go against the Hawkeyes, Tegan Mullaney. And that was just with a few seconds left to go on the shot clock.
That's a bummer.
Toledo basketball, they get 20 on the clock. And a whistle before Toledo could even throw the ball in. And that'll be a hold on Kylie Feuerbach. Iowa's 4th foul in the quarter with 2:15 left to go. 47-16, we're in the second. Dykstra along the baseline, gets it in. As Makonowitz tries to make a move, slips it off to Fed Robinson in that same area on the right wing. Now back to Makonowitz. Carruthers in the corner, Dykstra, 3, air ball. And the ball goes off the foot of a Hawkeye. Toledo basketball. I think both players stunned that the ball didn't hit the rim at all.
Yeah. And again, Dykstra's not the three-point shooting player, and they are backing way off, letting her take that 3 every time.
They get it into Carruthers. And shot clock violation. Kendall Carruthers didn't realize there was just a few seconds left.
Number 4.
Not sure that record's kept, but
yeah,
that's quite a few for the first 2 quarters.
We'll keep an informal one this year.
Mullaney, 3-pointer, a little bit strong, missed it right at the top of the key, but right on target. And the ball goes out of bounds over to Toledo, 47-16 Hawkeyes, 1:40 until halftime. Dykstra will bring it across the timeline for the Rockets out of the MAC Conference. Pulls up her dribble, now Carruthers. Olsen comes out on her defensively, now Mullaney as well. Dykstra in between the circles. Drives down the right side, hesitates, now goes to the rim, shot off the window, good. That's her first, nice move. Little hesitation on the right side. Freed herself up a little bit as we approach 1 minute left to go. Mullaney gives it off to Feuerbach, free throw line extended right. And a whistle underneath. And we're going to get a push on Iowa.
The foul is on number 55,
Tegan Mullaney, her second. Offensive foul, so no free throws for Toledo. Iowa up 47-18. We're under a minute, second quarter. Here's Makonowitz as she tries to hand it off to Carruthers. A blocking foul is called on Dykstra. So a flurry of fouls here in the last couple of minutes. Olsen into the front court, hesitates, gets all the way to the rim, and lays it up in with the right hand on the left side.
So the Hawks are trying to get multiple possessions with just 50 seconds left. Ooh.
And a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Reinott stepped up, knocked down a 3-pointer at the top of the key. A rainbow jumper makes it 49-21, 25 seconds left to go. Hawks can pretty much run it down for the final shot. Here's Olsen in between the circles. Keeps that right-handed dribble going. Dribbles between her legs a couple of times. Dykstra on her defensively. Mullaney comes out. Olsen hesitates at the elbow. Crosses over for a 15-foot jumper on the right elbow. Shot no good. Rebound Toledo. And that will do it for the first 2 quarters. What a dominating performance by the Hawkeyes as they take a 49-21 advantage into the halftime break. Hawks look to go 3-0. Crowd entertained so far. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Honda drivers, if you want to keep your Honda a Honda, only service your Honda with the experts at your local Honda dealer. They use genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to service all Hondas, keeping your Honda a Honda. Don't trust your investment to anyone else. Only service with genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to make sure your Honda stays 100% Honda. When you need service for your Honda, search your local Honda dealer.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Rivalry matchups are back, and you could be there in style with the Iowa Lottery. Enter any non-winning Hawkeye Gold Scratch ticket in the VIP Club for a chance to win exclusive seats to the Iowa State matchups at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Enjoy complimentary food and beverage service, parking, and $500 in spending money as you watch the Hawks and the Cyclones battle for in-state bragging rights. Women's basketball, men's basketball, or men's wrestling. It's your choice. Check out ialottery.com/VIP for details and play today.
Woo-hoo! Hey, Hawkeyes, while your hard-working class are on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Hawkeye Halftime Show, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. Powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. Empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Now, back to courtside.
All Hawkeyes in this one as they lead Toledo 49-21. It's time for our halftime stats report, brought to you by Hy-Vee, your one-stop shop for making your life easier, healthier, and happier. And a lot of good stuff on that first half stat sheet.
All right, get ready for the Hawkeyes. They are led by Lucy Olson with 12 points and an assist, followed by Taylor McCabe, 3 of 5 behind the three-point line for 11 points. Hannah Stolke, 10 points, 5 rebounds, and assist. Addie O'Grady with 2 points, 2 assists. Sydney Affolter, 2 points, 3 assists. Kylie Feuerbach with 5 points and a rebound. Tegan Mullaney with 4 points and a rebound, and Ava Hayden with 3 points, 2 rebounds. For Toledo, not as much scoring here. Kendall Carruthers with 6 points, 1 rebound. Candace Dykstra, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Kara Goss, 5 points, 1 rebound. Sammy Mukanowicz, 5 points, 1 rebound. And Emma Renault with 3 points. Couple of stats I'm liking. Hawks obviously shooting very well, 56% from the field, 33% behind the three-point line compared to 22% shooting by Toledo. But the Hawks have scored 14 points off of Toledo turnovers, 28 points in the paint compared to Toledo's 4, and 18 points off the bench. So some good numbers there. They're also out rebounding Toledo, 21 rebounds to 16. They've got 10 assists, so moving the ball well compared to Toledo's 5, and have caused 11 Toledo turnovers. So good things on both sides of the court, but ultimately shooting very well and getting a lot of stops on defense. And, of course, what we don't have on here is the 4-shot clock violations. We'll see if we can keep growing that number in the second half.
Tiffany, that's been the thing that really has stood out to me is just the pace and the energy in which Iowa was playing with, especially at the defensive end. And the passing has been terrific as well.
Yeah, we're seeing great ball movement, getting the ball inside, outside, post coming up to screen, ball reversals, the whole thing. And, that's what we've all kind of, we're in game 3, kind of been waiting to see, but that's the kind of vintage Hawkeye basketball that the crowd has come to love. So it's fun to watch this unfold tonight. And again, to see so many Hawkeyes contribute and get some solid minutes here is huge.
Appreciate everybody joining us tonight across the Hawkeye Radio Network, of course, in Eastern Iowa on WMT AM 600, KXIC 800, and then new this year, Sports Radio 95.7. Appreciate Doug Wagner and all the work that he has done and is doing to get us on the air, not only tonight, but hopefully in the future as well. 49-21, we are at the half. Hawks on top. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, Mid-American Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
Hey Hawkeye fans, Nick Jackson with Iowa Football here. Your support in the stands is critical to our success on game day, but now you have another way to make a real impact. Join the Swarm today and partner with my teammates and me to service charities throughout Iowa. Together, we're making our state stronger and helping Iowa athletics become the place where we experience the thrill of winning championships. Head to iowaswarm.com for more information. Let's make a difference, Hawkeye Nation.
Hey folks, there's nothing better than burgers, beer, and sunshine. At Burger Shed, we've got all that and more. Try the pork banh mi sandwich with kimchi and teriyaki sauce, or triple your fun with the BS Mac, stacked with 3 buns with our signature BS sauce and homemade pickles. Wash it all down with a cold local brew, and don't forget to soak up the sunshine on one of our 2 patios with lakefront views. The only BS you need is the Burger Shed. Burger Shed, Bass Pro Drive, Altoona.
Glacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Hawkeye athletics around Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and throughout campus. Glacier Graphics and Signs helps build your brand through custom graphics, signage, and video displays designed to specifically tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Glacier Graphics and Signs, a preferred graphic and signage provider of Iowa Hawkeye athletics. Visit them online at glacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa 49, Toledo 21. Hawkeyes led 28-10 after 1. U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeyes. We're in it with you for the good stuff and all the hard work it takes to get there. Because together, there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Let's check out the U.S. Bank scoreboard. Women's basketball around the country. Number 6, Notre Dame 47. James Madison 23. That is at the half. Maryland in action tonight. Number 11 in the country. Leading Syracuse 44-33. 8:55 left to go in the third. At the half, it's number 22 Alabama 37. Norfolk State 20. Later on tonight, number 4 Texas hosts Lamar. And number 24 Stanford hosts UC Davis. One final, number 9, Oklahoma 122, Western Carolina 56. Back with more on the halftime show after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Fran McCaffrey. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Both teams back out on the court. The Hawkeyes warming up, basket to our left and Toledo to our right. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. You are listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Hawks have just totally dominated the first two quarters, winning the first 28-10, 21-11 in the second. Points in the paint, Iowa 28 and Toledo just 4. 12 for Olsen, 11 for McCabe, 10 for Stolke. The Hawkeyes are bowl eligible. Sign up at HawkeyeSports.com/Bowl Central to get game tickets, travel, and hotel information as soon as the announcement is made next month. Presented by Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited, Iowa's official bowl tour. Third quarter up next, Iowa 49, Toledo 21. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
We know you're a fan, but is Hawkeye pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give blood drive and help settle once and for all that the Hawkeyes give the most spirit. Again, visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Start of the third quarter, Toledo with the basketball, working it around the outer arc. Goss to Carruthers, right wing, drives to the elbow, kicks it back out to Dykstra, three-pointer, no good, strong off the back of the iron, and it's dug up by Feuerbach, and she scoops it to Olsen on the left wing. Now cross-court pass to Kylie Feuerbach, who had 5 in the first half. Bounce pass to O'Grady just outside the block on the right side. Gets it back from Feuerbach. One dribble to the hoop. Left-handed layup, no good. A little bit short off the left side of the iron. Rebound taken down by Toledo. Rockets are in the front court. Hawkeyes need to keep that intensity up here in the third quarter. Lob pass into Cook. She hasn't been able to do anything inside. Just 4 paint points for Toledo so far. Here's Dykstra with 9 to shoot. Carruthers looking for some help. Now will fire a 3 straight away. No good. Skipped off the left side of the rim into the hands of Sydney Affolter. She brings it herself across the timeline. Sydney gets a screen. Top of the key. Drives down the left side. Now back to Feuerbach. Olsen, left wing. Stolke comes out in between the circles. Reverse the ball to Feuerbach. One-handed pass to Olsen. Right side. O'Grady comes to get it. Back to Olsen, and she goes up and is fouled from behind. Trailing the play is Kendall Carruthers.
And Olsen had a beautiful slip screen there. She went as if she was going to set that screen, slipped to the hoop, and her and Addie O'Grady are showing some chemistry here early on, kind of knowing where each other are on the court and connecting.
Ball possession for the Hawkeyes. Up big, and the ball tapped out of bounds by Destiny Robinson, 5'7" freshman from Fremont, Ohio. Obviously, Toledo gets a lot of terrific players from the state of Ohio. Affolter racing toward the basket, gets it to go with the left hand. O'Grady, the assist. Chance for a three-point play.
I think we're going to see a lot of that this year from Sydney Affolter. It is tough to stop her strength, her quickness, that first step to the hoop. And then she has a nice ability to sort of scoop it in and draw the contact.
Holds that ball out front. Uses her body well to seal the defender. And so versatile with the left and the right hand. And Affolter knocks down the free throw. She has 7. And the Hawks go up 52-21 early third quarter. Here's Carruthers in between the circles. Now to Robinson. Angles left side, pulls from 17, or a rimming no. Rebound to O'Grady. And then a reach in by Cook. Ties her up. Possession arrow favors the Rockets. They'll make that the Hawkeyes. Rockets started the third quarter with the basketball. Goss will pick up Olsen, three-quarters court. She gets into a good defensive position. Now backs off as Olsen comes into the front court. Affolter. Now right side, Stolke. Couple of dribbles toward the hoop. Goes up strong, couldn't finish. Nice defense by Makanowitz as she got the rebound, but then throws it away. Affolter the steal. Drives baseline, up and under. Move is good. The reverse layup by Sydney Affolter.
And again, she gets that steal and kind of draws the defense to sleep and then attacks and gets that beautiful reverse layup.
Just that little hesitation and the quick first step after. Three-pointer in the air, no good. Goss left wing. Stolke the rebound. Ahead to Affolter. Now Olsen, outer arc. Fakes right, goes left, passes it off to Affolter. Drives baseline, now kicks it to O'Grady. 15-foot jumper from the elbow is good. That's Addie's second field goal.
And that's what Coach Jensen talked about in that pregame. That you can tell she spent the minutes in the gym and worked on that. That's a deadly shot for her, which we've seen her connect on twice in the last 2 games.
56-21, 3 minutes into the third quarter. All Hawkeyes led for all but 121 tonight. Olsen, almost the steal, batted it away from Carruthers, and then went after the ball, just couldn't quite come up with it before it went out of bounds along the side. Stremlow. McCabe in for the Hawkeyes. Robinson will throw it in for Toledo in the backcourt. Novorosky, 6'5" graduate student from Indiana. Back into the game. Carruthers tried a behind-the-back dribble in the paint, lost control of it out of bounds along the baseline. Iowa basketball. Nowhere to go in the paint.
No. Another turnover, another Iowa possession.
56-21, Olsen across the timeline for the Hawks. Goss comes out on her. Stremlow, one-handed pass to McCabe for 3, right wing, rimming no. Rebound taken down by Novorosky. And she is fouled from behind. A reach will be called on Addie O'Grady.
Addie knew that she reached around as soon as she did it. Had a little smile on her face. Whoops.
But just her first foul.
Yeah.
It's going to be a key for O'Grady staying
Certainly.
out of
she
foul
has a
trouble.
tendency to get into foul trouble.
And especially one after another.
Yep.
Like we saw on Sunday. 56-21, Hawkeyes on top. Toledo with the basketball, working on that left side. Here's Robinson. Makes a nifty move into the paint, then gives it to Goss with 8 to shoot. Now back to Weaver, just into the game. Now inside. Makonowitz, shot no, gets her own rebound and puts it back up and in with the right hand in the paint. Just stayed with it after the miss.
Yeah, you got to give her some credit for that. You know, it's so disappointing when you work down to the last couple seconds on the shot clock and then give up the offensive rebound. But hey, you know, you can't get everyone, and you got to give Makonowitz credit for a hustle play.
McCabe the foul. Makonowitz at the line. She has 7. Has been the best player on the floor for Toledo tonight. Free throw, rims out left side. And Mulaney got the rebound but lost control of it and whipped it out right to Goss. Her shot no good. Put back inside is good by the 6'5" Novorosky. She had 16 against Marshall. 56-25 Iowa with the lead in the basketball. Here's Feuerbach, right wing. Inside, O'Grady goes to that left hand quickly in the paint, and she is held. Novorosky the foul. Free throws for Addie O'Grady. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows to feed our livestock, food for our families, and clean burning fuel. For your drive to the game, drive clean with Unleaded 88 and support Iowa corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. Both free throws good by Addie O'Grady. She has 6 coming off of 18. (58-25), approaching the 5-minute mark, third quarter. Moving inside, turnaround shot no good by Makonowitz. Just kind of backed her way in. And the rebound taken down by the Hawkeyes quickly down court. McCabe sends it in from deep on the right side.
And yet another. She's racking them up tonight.
4 out of 7 from three-point range. Makonowitz right at the top of the key. Gets it back from Novorosky. Novorosky now gets it back, takes a dribble, gives to Robinson, probes the left side along the baseline, and then tried to whip a pass into the right corner to Makanowitz and throws it out of bounds. As it should be Iowa basketball. Afterward, don't believe that was touched. And a timeout on the court with 4:53 left to go in the third. Hawkeyes cruising along on a Wednesday night at Carver, 61-25. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hey folks, there's nothing better than burgers, beer, and sunshine. At Burger Shed, we've got all that and more. Try the pork banh mi sandwich with kimchi and teriyaki sauce, or triple your fun with the BS Mac, stacked with 3 buns with our signature BS sauce and homemade pickles. Wash it all down with a cold local brew, and don't forget to soak up the sunshine on one of our 2 patios with lakefront views. The only BS you need is the Burger Shed. Burger Shed, Bass Pro Drive, Altoona.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis Infused Beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hawks are having a good time on a Wednesday night, handling Toledo with 4:52 left to go in the third, 61-25. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Don't forget that at the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. That ball was tipped by a Hawkeye along the baseline, so Toledo keeps it. Robinson fires a 3 and drills it from the right wing. That's her first basket. Hawks come right back, and Mulaney could not convert as Iowa got the ball down the court quickly. Toledo gets the rebound, 61-28. 5 of 22 is Toledo from deep. Hawkeyes 4 out of 12. Makanowitz at the free throw line, kicks it back to Robinson. McCabe comes out on her. Now Weaver on the right side and loses control of the ball along the sideline to Feuerbach, and then she commits the foul trying to get it back. Ella Weaver, her first.
And I love that we see freshman Callie Levinson coming in. I love that we are seeing some more players on the court getting the minutes, getting some experience.
That's what this will be for the Hawkeyes in the second half. Callie Levine out of Solon. Iowa Miss basketball. Up and under move along the baseline. Lucy Olson just can score in a variety of
really
ways.
Can. And again, I've said it a million times, also plays some very solid defense.
Robinson no good from the elbow on the right side. Hawkeyes quickly down court. Olsen, free throw line extended right. Takes one dribble, passes it off to McCabe, fakes a 3, reverses the ball to Levine. Now right side Olsen, back to Callie. Mulaney gets it inside. Hayden made a quick move toward her left shoulder and is held. That'll go against Nan Garcia.
But I like what I saw there with Ava Hayden. She seemed ready and wanting the ball and ready to make a quick post move down low. She, as a freshman, we could see her confidence waver, and she seemed ready to go on that. Got herself to the free throw line.
Yeah, caught it about the midway point in the paint, and then quickly took a step toward her left shoulder. Garcia now with her third. Goss comes in. Carruthers, Cook for Toledo. Hayden at the line. She's 1 for 2 so far tonight. Freshman from Oregon. First one, perfect. Second one in the air, a little bit strong, and nice rebound by Makanowitz. Blocked out, went and high-pointed that, and was fouled from behind. Mulaney picks up her third. 64-28. 3:20 left to go, third quarter. Carruthers in the front court for the Hawkeyes. Playing defense against her. Gets it back from Cook. Now Carruthers whips a pass to Weaver. Right side to Goss. Now Carruthers with 6 to shoot. That's been a major theme tonight. Carruthers gets it back from Cook. Now back outside to Weaver. Jumper no from the left side. Rebound Goss. Had a shot blocked by Ava Hayden. Got it back and then kicks it to Makanowitz, who drives baseline. Reverse layup good as it crawled over the left side of the rim. And she is fouled.
Got to give some credit to Toledo on that. 2 offensive rebounds, keeping the possession alive. And then that sort of reverse layup getting to the free throw line. Again, it is so tough when you work that hard to get the shot clock down to a couple of seconds and then lose the rebound.
Mulaney picks up her fourth. Makanowitz swishes the free throw. She's in double figures with 10. Now has 25 points in 2 games. Down court pass caught by Hayden, but couldn't get it up in time to make the layup. Toledo quickly down court. Here's Carruthers at the free throw line. Kicks it to Goss, right side. Cook. Carruthers working that right side. Cook gives the screen to Carruthers. She drives baseline, and a bumping foul will be called on the Hawks.
Right here in this huddle, this is where the Hawks kind of want to take a breath, gather themselves. It's just a lot of little mistakes right now that they want to kind of clean up and keep, again, maximizing their time on the court. We have an interesting group. We haven't seen this group on the court yet. McCabe, Olsen, Hayden, Levin, and Jada Jimfy.
Free throw no good by Kendall Carruthers. Hayden picked up her first. And this is the time to work on different combinations, getting the freshman some more time. Second one is good. Kendall Carruthers has 7. Stremlo, Stalkey in. Hayden and Callie Levine out, 64-32. 2:24 left to go in the third. Hawks with the lead. Olsen into the front court. Now McCabe. Stalkey at the elbow. Sends it off to Stremlo. Slicing toward the basket on the right side. Layup up off the window, good. That's Taylor's first basket. 9 players have scored for the Hawkeyes. Jumper, Goss up and no good, right wing. Skipped off the left side of the rim. Hawkeyes quickly down in transition. 3-pointer, McCabe, no. Cook the rebound. Gets it to Carruthers. Now back to Cook. Carruthers fires a 3 left to the top of the key. Swish. That's her third 3 of the game. McCabe whips a pass inside to Jimfy. Now Stremlo. Left wing. Jada Fires it inside. Stalkey goes up strong. Couldn't finish, but is fouled. Went to work on the left block.
Yeah, I think she actually kind of had the first shot, but she brought it back down and got herself to the free throw line, so not all lost, but could have probably had the easy two to start.
McConowitz, her second. 66-35. Hawkeyes on top. Novorowski back into the game. Stalkey at the line to shoot a pair. 4 for 4, and now 5 for 5. 11 for Hannah, coming off of 16 and 7 against Virginia Tech. Second one, got it.
That is one part of Hannah's game that's improved so much over the years.
From 2 years ago.
Yes.
Got over 60% last year.
Yep.
But 2 years ago, her freshman year, they couldn't really have her in the game down the stretch.
Correct. And got to give her kudos. You know that there was a lot of time and effort put into the focus on the free throws.
Big time. That's how you become an all Big Ten player, to get that scoring average up. 68-35. 1 minute left to go in the third. Toledo with the basketball. Hawks with the advantage. Novorowski at the free throw line. Gets it into Goss. Back to Novorowski, and layup good. Nice play. Hawks quickly down court. Gyamfi catches it deep along the baseline. Tried to go up and is pushed from behind. Evelise Cole into the game, picks up the foul. Gyamfi to the free throw line. Fed Robinson, 5'11" freshman from Newark, into the game again. And Jada Gyamfi looking for her first point tonight. Off the right side of the iron. Second one, got it.
The 10th Hawkeye to score.
69-37, 44 seconds left to go in the third. Robinson for Toledo, hands it off to Fed Robinson. Now left side, three-pointer, no good. Cole, rebound putback is good by Novorowski. That's her third field goal in the quarter. She's got some ability at 6'5".
Yeah, and I'll give Toledo, they have 29 rebounds on the game, and so do we. So they've done a good job here in the second half, getting position, particularly on the offensive side of things, and getting the boards.
And Iowa's dominated on the boards their first two ball games. Here's a pass. Olsen inside. Stalkey goes up and is fouled. Stalkey went hard to the rim. Novorowski was there. And Hannah will be right back at the free throw line to shoot a pair with 5.6 seconds left in the third. And she rattles the first one home, stays perfect at the free throw line. 7 out of 7. And now 8 out of 8.
Hey.
14 for Hannah Stalkey. As Braden dribbled down the right side of the lane and then lost control of it to Jada Gyamfi to close out quarter number 3. We can all help prevent suicide. There is hope with 988 Lifeline. Call or text 988 now. Hawk fans, don't forget, throughout the season, you can join me along with head coach Jan Jensen for Hawk Talk. It's presented by Oaknall, and we are live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency in Coralville. Hawk Talk with Coach Jensen takes place weekly from 6 until 7. You can visit HawkeyeSports.com to take a look at the schedule due to travel conflicts. Our first show will be Monday, November 25th, and it will be recorded. For a complete schedule, visit HawkeyeSports.com. Iowa 71, Toledo 39. We'll head to the fourth. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bumps Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkbine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bumps is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bumps and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkbine Golf Course. Bumps Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Iowa Hawkeyes all season long. Go Hawks!
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
The Hawkeyes came into tonight's game 17 of 25 from the free throw line, 68%. That's just 2 games, but tonight, Tiffany, 21 of 25, 84%. That's more like it.
Oh, yeah. That's just a lot of points to get on the free throw line, which is, like you said, can make the difference in important games down the road.
Opening possession, fourth quarter. Toledo with the basketball. Cook near the elbow. Gives it off to Carruthers, right wing. Drives in. Step back jumper, right wing, no. Weak side rebound. Lucy Olsen, 71-39. Feuerbach, free throw line extended left, inside Stalky, couple of feet off the block. Back to Affolter, inside Stalky, goes up strong and is fouled by Goss. Another tough, strong move by Hannah Stalky.
Beautiful, quick footwork by Hannah Stolke. Got the ball, pivoted up strong. She really, again, she's so versatile. We're seeing her, post-up game, back to the basket. This half, where we saw her more face the basket in the first half.
Makes the free throw. 9 out of 9 for Hannah Stalky tonight at the line. 74-39. Not quite a minute into quarter number 4. Hawks will move to 3-0. And probably will face their biggest test of the year Sunday at the Knapp Center in Des Moines against the Drake Bulldogs. McConowitz lost control of the ball, heading down the left side of the lane. Had it knocked away by Iowa. And Dykstra will throw it in. Does. A three-pointer swish by McConowitz from the left wing. She has 13. Carruthers 10. 2 players in double figures for Toledo. 7 out of 27 from 3 are the Rockets. O'Grady playing catch with Olsen and then gets it out to Feuerbach, top of the key. Tries to turn the corner on the right side, backs it up. Bounce pass O'Grady, paint goes left hand, no. And is fouled by Cook.
Love that Kylie Feuerbach on that play. Just backed up a dribble or two, found the space, found the lane to pass to O'Grady. You can tell they've had minutes together on the court.
Garcia for Cook. Change in the Toledo lineup. Toledo just 1 out of 14 from 3 in the opener against Marshall. That was a victory by the Rockets. Free throw good by O'Grady. She has 7. 7 out of 27 tonight. O'Grady with 8.
Also perfect from the free throw line.
Well, perfect from the field last game, perfect from the free throw line tonight. 76-42. 8:15 left to go. Dykstra for three, the left wing, no, not even close. And Feuerbach gets the rebound. Brings it herself across the timeline. Olsen right wing, inside O'Grady, up strong, double teamed, but still gets it to go.
She has no fear. Two players on.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. We lost connection as Iowa leads it 84-44, and a timeout on the court. So we will take a break. Hawks in command tonight. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Need a little boost? Nothing beats the rich, smooth taste of Quick Star's Karuba coffee. Fresh, delicious, and always brewed just right. Now only 79 cents. Any size. When you swipe your Quick Rewards card. Pair it with a fresh baked cookie or muffin from the bake sale and level up your day. Quality coffee at an unbeatable price. Stop by, grab a cup, and taste the difference. Only at Quick Star.
Hey Hawkeye fans, Lucy Olson with Iowa Women's Basketball here. Your support in the stands is critical to our success on game day, but now you have another way to make a real impact. Join the Swarm today and partner with my teammates and me to serve charities throughout Iowa. Together, we're making our state stronger and helping Iowa athletics become the place where we experience the thrill of winning championships. Head to iowaswarm.com for more information. Let's make a difference, Hawkeye Nation.
Treat yourself to one of our award-winning entrees at the Machine Shed. Come get your hands around one of our famous pork tenderloins, our most popular sandwich, served either deep-fried golden brown or unbreaded and grilled. Or try our roasted stuffed Iowa chop that is stuffed with a warm apple raisin dressing and glazed with an apple whiskey sauce. Trust me, you won't regret it. This is Jeff Grunder, and we can't wait to have you over for dinner at the Machine Shed.
I-80 and Hickman Road, Urbandale, and I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
Hawks with a 6-0 run the last minute and 24. Made 3 of their last 4 from the field. Another significant scoring drought for Toledo the last 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And the Hawks have kept up the intensity despite different lineups here in the third and fourth quarters, especially at the defensive end.
Yeah, they really have, and that is not easy to do when you're up 84-44, but a mistake here and a mistake there, but for the most part have kept the foot on the pedal, the foot on the gas. I'll get it someday.
There you go. They did it Sunday and are doing it tonight. Cole has it for Toledo. 4:20 left to go in the ballgame. 5 to shoot. Here's Carruthers. Can't get a shot off from 15. Has to kick it back out to Robinson. Wild three-pointer off the glass. And another shot clock violation. Our count, that's 5.
That is 5 on the night. We'll have to ask our sports information director if there is any data on that. But that's an impressive amount of shot clock violations in one night.
And so many early that really showed you that Iowa's defense was intense from the get-go. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Stalky with 17, Olson with 14, Affolter with 11, O'Grady with 10, Lucy Olson also with 14. 4 and 13 left to go in the ballgame. Hawks 84, Rockets 44. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
And the Hawkeyes doing plenty right tonight, putting together 4 quarters of basketball. We go back to Sunday and that third quarter when Iowa only scored, make that the second quarter, when Iowa only scored 8 points to Virginia Tech's 14. Still had a halftime advantage because of the good start Iowa got off to, but then that explosion in the third quarter in which they outscored the Hokies 22-10. And it has been since that point in time, the Hawkeyes have been rolling. And are doing that tonight. A.J. Ediger in for the first time, has the basketball in the paint and rolls to the hoop. Couldn't get it to go. Rolled off front of the iron. Carruthers with the rebound. Hawks by 40.
And I love that we have 3 freshmen in right now. Callie Levin, Taylor Stremlau, Tegan Mullaney.
And Goss at the free throw line whips it in to Novorosky. Goes up strong, and she is fouled. Callie Levine will pick up her first. Jimfy back in for the Hawkeyes. Anna Novorosky will shoot 2. Out of Michigan City, Indiana. Started her career as an Indiana Hoosier. Got the first one to go, second one also good. 84-46. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Stremlau. Important minutes for her as she'll work into that backup point guard position. McCabe, right wing, gets it inside. Ediger goes up, has it blocked by Novorosky. The Hawkeyes get it back. Three-pointer, Jimfy, left wing, no. Levine battles for the rebound and brings it back on the left wing. Bounce pass, Ediger. Down on the block, Jimfy gets the ball to McCabe with 9 to shoot. Stremlau backs up near the timeline. Angles right side, goes all the way to the rim, flips it up. No good off the right side of the iron, but will shoot 2. Goss, her 4th. And Taylor Stremlau with a basket. Her first free throw tonight. Gets the roll. Back iron, dropped in. Hawks now 25 out of 29 from the free throw line. Second one, got it. 86-46. Hawkeyes put 91 on the board against Northern Illinois last week. Toledo basketball, basket to our right. Novorosky tries to back in on Ediger. And AJ with the foul. Mullaney back in for Iowa. For Taylor McCabe, will sit down with 14. 4 out of 8 from 3 tonight.
Very solid minutes from Taylor McCabe. She was quiet last game, so it's good to see her get back in the groove tonight.
Ball possession for Toledo. Here's Goss to Carruthers in between the circles. Callie Levine comes out on her. Carruthers, one dribble, pull up jumper from 16, good. She has 12. Mullaney uses the baseline, goes up with the left hand and scores.
She definitely plays with the confidence. I love that drive to the hoop.
Carruthers, deep three-pointer, swish from the right wing. She has shot the ball
really
very well
has.
tonight.
They're just a sophomore, 5'7", not a lot of height on her, but has definitely competed well against the Hawks.
Offensive foul called underneath on Mullaney. And that's 5 on her. Carruthers 4 out of 7 from 3. 88-51 Hawkeyes, 2:04 left to go. Robinson back for Toledo. McCabe back for the Hawkeyes after Mullaney fouled out. We're under 2. Toledo with McConowitz in between the circles. Jimfy on her, pulls up her dribble. Now gives it off to Braden. Almost a steal by Stremlow. Dives after the ball at midcourt and was out of bounds, but did the right thing and tapped it toward the Iowa bench.
Yes. I love that hustle play. I mean, there's a minute 38 left. She's still going strong.
You know, we've seen so many players in an Iowa uniform that's the only gear they have.
Yep.
McConowitz all the way to the basket. Shot is up and good with the left hand in the paint just before the shot clock expired. McConowitz with 17. Jimfy left wing. Drives toward the baseline. Slips it up and in. Nice move by Jada Jimfy in the paint.
Love that penetration to the hoops. Kind of a step through and then transition to her right hand. We need to see that more from her.
Inside, Novorosky backs her way in and lays it up and in. That's 10 for her. 3 players for the Rockets in double figures. Lob pass inside, Jimfy. The catch off the window, good. Jada with 5.
Quick 5.
92-55. Carruthers in the front court for Toledo. Left wing, gets a screen, stops at the free throw line, fires right side as McConowitz drives in, lost control of the ball. Picked off by A.J. Ediger into the hands of McCabe. Out of Callie Levine, free throw line extended left, lob pass into A.J. Ediger, goes up and pushed in the back, and a foul on Toledo.
More free throws for the Hawks.
McConowitz the foul, and free throws 31 and 32 for the Hawkeyes with 22.9 left to go. So A.J. Ediger, free throw, perfect. The 11th Hawkeye to score. Keep that free throw percentage up there too. Now 28 of 32. Ediger makes them both. 94-55. Hawkeyes' highest point total of the season, excluding the exhibition. On the move is Toledo, and now Robinson in between the circles. Here's Braden, jumper from 20 at the buzzer is good, and that will end it. The Hawkeyes cruise to a 94-57 victory over Toledo out of the MAC Conference. Hawks push their record to 3-0. Toledo falls to 1-1. Don't forget that you can earn $250 when you open an eligible checking account at the Tiffin branch or online. Get rewarded for banking with FSB. That's Farmers State Bank. Visit myfsbonline.com for complete details. Subject to approval. Minimum $50 deposit. Requires e-statements and direct deposit. Member FDIC. 5 players in double figures for the Hawkeyes. Hannah Stalkey leads the way with 17. 94-57, the Hawks over the Rockets. Post-game show coming up. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oaknall.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. You'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
Check out Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. They are like new and only available at your local Honda dealer. Checked, inspected, and reconditioned with genuine Honda parts by factory-trained technicians. Honda certified it and backed it with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Certified pre-owned Hondas are in stock now at your local Honda dealer. Drive worry-free with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Honda certified it. Only when you buy at your local Honda dealer.
Whoa, winter is right around the corner. Before you travel for the holidays, get a free vehicle winter inspection from my dad, Brian Seckfetz, and his staff at Dodge Street Tire and Auto. For 25 good years, they've been your family-friendly, dependable, and honest neighborhood auto repair shop. That's why their loyal customers have once again voted Dodge Street Tire as the best in the area. Don't be left out in the cold. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
We know you're a fan, but is Hawkeye pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give blood drive and help settle once and for all that the Hawkeyes give the most spirit. Again, visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up.
Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. And by Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. This is the Hawkeye Postgame Show.
After a huge Hawkeye victory at 94-57, the Hawks all over the Toledo Rockets. Time for tonight's postgame stats report. It's brought to you by Hy-Vee. Sign up for the totally free Hy-Vee Perks program and enjoy exclusive perks pricing on hundreds of items in-store and online. Score big savings today at hyvee.com/perks.
Well, I got a lot of stats to read off tonight for the Hawkeyes. All good. This is a good problem to have. Of course, the Hawks were led by Hannah Stolke with 17 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Lucy Olson with 14 points, 6 for 9 from the field, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Taylor McCabe, sharpshooter, 4 for 8 from the three-point line for 14 points, 4 rebounds. Sydney Affolter, her first full game back, 11 points, 4 for 5 from the field, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Kylie Feuerbach, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Addie O'Grady, 10 points, 3 for 5 from the field, perfect from the free throw line, 3 rebounds. Taylor Stremlau, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Ava Hayden with 6 points, 3 rebounds. Jada Jimphy, 5 points and a rebound. And AJ Ediger, 2 points. And Tegan Mullaney with 6 points, 3 rebounds. Whew, I did it. The Hawks shot 57% from the field, 29% behind the three-point line. For Toledo, Crothers led the way with 15 points, 2 rebounds. Dykstra with 2 points, 3 rebounds. Goss with 5 points. McConowitz with 17 points, 4 rebounds. Robinson with 3 points. Braden 2 points. And Novorosky with 10 points, 7 rebounds. Toledo shot 31% from the floor. Yeah, just the offensive, the offensive output of the Hawks are just difficult to withstand, but obviously huge defensive strides as well.
And then the free throw shooting.
Yes.
28 of 32. The Hawkeyes were that from the line. And we talked about maybe not up to what we're used to the first two games, but we know that this is a good shooting team. They're going to knock down free throws at that clip, 87.5. But how about Hannah Stolke? 9 out of 9 from the free throw line.
Again, it just seems like such a long, just a far distant memory of when she struggled behind the free throw line. And obviously, 9 out of 9, perfect. That is something that's going to be super important for her to continue to make these strides behind the free throw line because she's going to get fouled a lot. I'd say the other thing about Hannah tonight is because we have Addie O'Grady performing well with Ava Hayden as the backup, we see Hannah be able to face up to the basket more and just do more types of style of play that she likes to do, driving all the way to the hoop, even a couple of dishes tonight to the center. So fun game from Hannah Stolke all around.
And I think the key thing, too, in a game like this, Tiff, where Iowa's going to win. There's no doubt about that. But to come out and just jump on the opponent right from the start and not take 5 or 6 minutes to kind of ease into it and go on 17-0 runs, 25-2 runs. Not only are you doing it at the offensive end, but you're getting stops, and that's not easy to do.
I mean, between the shot clock violations and just the terrible threes that Toledo is taking, just launching them up, not even anywhere in the ballpark, we just totally got them out of their rhythm. I would say the one spot where I don't know if Coach Jay will mention this in our post game, but we did lose on the offensive rebound side. They had 13 to our 6, and we had that third quarter stretch where the ball just kind of kept tapping their way. But other than that, yeah, it's the solid defense that feeds the offense, and I think we kept that defense up the whole time, even when it's pretty easy to kind of to lay back when you're so far ahead.
All right, Tiffany's off to the Hawkeye locker room. We'll be back with more courtside at Carver Hawkeye Arena after Iowa defeats Toledo 94-57. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, Melrose Meadows. Voted Iowa City's best retirement community. Tired of cooking, cleaning, or just being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community with underground parking, heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. Visit melrosemeadows.com.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, MidAmerican Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis Infused Beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
5 Hawkeyes in double figures. Hannah Stolke leads the way with 17, including 9 for 9 from the free throw line, which we will talk to Abby Emert about that after we pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Abby, I'm not sure I've ever started an interview talking about shot clock violations, but how about that defense? We had at least 5 on Toledo, and certainly many more that were rushed right toward the end. Just exceptional job in that category.
Right. I think, you and I talked about that the last time I was on, and we've been feeling that really ever since we got together in June, just knowing the type of personnel that we have. I think the biggest thing defensively, we have a lot of size, we have a lot of length, and that always goes a really long way. I even think back to 2008, my senior year, we had just like 6'1", 6'2", 6 foot. When you're big, you can really defend. And so we've known that. We've had some good adjustments. I think Sean Sullivan and Raina Harmon, kind of take a lead for us on the defense and have made some really good adjustments and also just got our team really excited about it, right? And I thought that showed tonight. They really played defense with a lot of energy, effort, intensity, and really stuck to the game plan as well, too.
The ability's there, but the want always seems to be there.
Absolutely. The want and the communication are really two huge things. I think we still have a little ways to go in the communication, right? Because you're still learning kind of those newcomers, especially, you go through all this time, June, July, August, September. You have all this time and you're doing a lot of drill work, a lot of, kind of this, that, and the other. Here's how we do this and that. And then when it's time to just play, sometimes you just got to make that basketball decision, and that relies on a lot of communication. Vets, last year got to a point where they're really, really good at that. I think the communication is going to still be a key for us.
Early in the season, of course, but the amount of times that you got to the free throw line and then the amount that went through the hoop was outstanding.
Definitely, yeah. Nearly 90% from the free throw line. That's always good to see, right? You want to make sure you're knocking those down. I thought we did a good job as a team, too, really identifying when we got into the bonus and making sure that we, I think we didn't shoot the three that well tonight. Taylor McCabe was the only one who knocked any down, but I thought we did a good job of not forcing up and taking those early threes and really trying to make sure we were working the ball inside, both, to our post and then off the dribble as well.
Yeah, it seemed like the focus was especially from the wings to try to get the ball inside, and did get it inside. And then, of course, the drives were there as well, and the points in the paint, just complete domination.
Absolutely. And that's definitely a key for us. Obviously, Addie had a great game at Virginia Tech, and we know that our offense just works better when we can run it from the inside out. I thought in the second half it got a little stymied. Go in, back out, back in. We got to clean up a few things on kind of how we want to handle that, but we did get it inside really well. I think Sydney Affolter, obviously having her back in the game makes a huge difference. She finds the right times to attack that paint and is successful when she gets in there. And then Hannah's presence, just, her ability to move back and forth from the 4 to the 5 just continues to make her just a really hard matchup game plan. What are you going to do with her? And so I think she's been doing a great job of utilizing that, and we're working around it too.
And I think Addie, when she came out to the free throw line, a couple of really nice passes to cutters that were timely.
Absolutely. Yeah, you pull her off that block. Obviously, she hit that great 15-footer, too, so you pull her off that block, put her up there. She's got the ability to hit it. You got to come up and guard. And now, some of that screening action, some of those opportunities to, slip and make some of those reads, open up for our guards. You see Lucy can do that great, dribble handoff into a keep to the rim, too. So now that type of stuff's open for her. So we're really excited about the kind of the versatility that we're going to have on the offensive end. Again, with the motion offense, you'll hear us talk about a lot. It just takes a little bit of time. And so I think we keep having flashes, and then we have moments that we're really frustrated with how it looks, and then flashes, and then moments. And so just keep riding out those moments where we want to get better and be ready for more and more flashes to come.
But obviously important to get the freshmen more minutes, different combinations, because obviously tougher games loom ahead.
Absolutely. And, we need to be a deep team this year. The way we want to continue to play fast on that offensive end, run the break, and go back on the other end and play with that type of defensive intensity that we've really required out of him is going to require us to have some depth. So that is going to include, Taylor Stremlow, Tegan Malini. I thought Taylor McCabe was outstanding tonight. Obviously, Ben in the starting lineup, comes out of the starting lineup. Kind of knew that was, all along with Sid, but went right in and provided, obviously, a huge spark for us off the bench, which we know she can do. I thought it was nice to have Ava Hayden in the game, obviously, a little bit as well, too. And then, get the hometown heroes in, Jada and Callie. And AJ did some nice things at the end there, too. Wish we could have gotten Callie on the scoreboard, but there'll be time for that.
There's no question about that. And here we go with the in-state games, which start on Sunday in a very difficult place to play, the Knapp Center in Des Moines. When Iowa's had really good teams, which obviously this one is too, Drake has been there right there at the end.
Absolutely. Drake, outstanding team, really, really well coached. The way that they do things, they're consistent from year to year with what they do. They're just very, very, very good at it. So you go into that game and you know what they're going to do. You're just going to have to find your ways to limit it. You're not going to stop what they try to do on that offensive end especially. But yeah, I'm really proud of obviously the state of Iowa and the women's basketball in the state. I'm proud that we've obviously been a big part of it on the national stage. At the same time, I think, we've gone and played these games year after year, going into a full environment, and you and I going into a full one at Drake. It prepares us so well for the Big Ten season and what's ahead, gets us ready for that. And at the same time, I think really is a really great thing for a lot of the young kids in the state of Iowa to be able to go into those environments and just enjoy really good basketball and just really great people that are out there competing hard. I think, one play tonight that really stands out. Two, actually, I thought Lucy's had a couple really incredible hustle plays. I thought she had one right in front of the scorer's bench tonight. And then Taylor Stremlow with about 30 seconds left in the game, right? Not only was she on the floor hustling after that ball steal, but she was getting up, clapping, fired up, having a blast out there. And I think that is the type of thing that we want to continue to showcase in the state of Iowa. And I know that's what will be on display in Des Moines this weekend.
And did a great job to bat the ball, even though she was out of bounds, toward the hoop.
Absolutely, absolutely. She's a smart player. That's one of many, many highlights we have ahead with Taylor Stremlow in a Hawkeye uniform.
Yep, looking forward to that and looking forward to Sunday. Abby, thanks very much.
Thank you, Rob.
Abby Emert on the postgame show after the Hawks defeat Toledo 94-57. And as Abby talked about, the in-state games get going on Sunday, Iowa at Drake. That is a 2 o'clock tip, so we'll be on the air from the Knapp Center at 1:30. But plenty to go here on the postgame show as we wrap up the Hawks' 94-57 victory over Toledo. Iowa now 3-0 to start the Jan Jensen era. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Rivalry matchups are back, and you could be there in style with the Iowa Lottery. Enter any non-winning Hawkeye Gold Scratch ticket in the VIP Club for a chance to win exclusive seats to the Iowa State matchups at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Enjoy complimentary food and beverage service, parking, and $500 in spending money as you watch the Hawks and the Cyclones battle for in-state bragging rights. Women's basketball, men's basketball, or men's wrestling. It's your choice. Check out ialottery.com/VIP for details and play today. Woo-hoo!
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard with 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources? Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, with our partner, NG Iowa, is offering full-time positions in utility operations for our campus and hospital water, heating, steam, and distribution systems. Check out the jobs and apply at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited. We provide experiential travel and vacation planning for Hawkeye fans across the state. Contact one of our destination experts to start planning your next trip at duagency.com.
Step into the action with the Fight for Iowa podcast. Join host Gary Dolphin as he takes you behind the scenes with Hawkeye coaches, athletes, and alumni. Tune in weekly on HawkeyeSports.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and more. Your front row seat to Hawkeye athletics.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
94-57. The Hawks now 3-0 with a victory over Toledo as Hannah Stalkey leads the way with 17 points. Lucy Olson and Taylor McKay each with 14. Taylor McKay, but the only Hawkeye to knock down a three-pointer. She was 4 out of 8. The Hawks 4 out of 14 as a team. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is responsible for our community, being home to countless amateur sporting events and state tournaments, from state volleyball, which just wrapped up recently, wrestling, tennis, and much more. The Sports Commission generates significant annual economic impact while adding substantially to our quality of life. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is a proud presenting sponsor of UI Women's Athletics. Learn more at wegotnext.org. Our player of the game is Sydney Affolter. Great to have her back in the starting lineup. She played 21 minutes and 32 seconds, was 4 out of 5 from the floor, perfect 3 out of 3 from the free throw line, and 11 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 0 turnovers.
All right, we are here with Sydney Affolter. Sid, you are definitely getting your sea legs back with some big dog minutes. How did it feel to be fully back in action tonight?
Yeah, it felt really good. I think the Virginia Tech game was just kind of a leeway into the start of my season, and it was good to get some minutes in that game for me. But I really felt like myself this game, and I've been practicing finally. I haven't practiced since Virginia Tech, or before Virginia Tech, but it was so fun to be out there with my teammates and to play back in Carver. It's so much fun.
Yeah, you have played the majority of your year as the sixth man. Last year you got the start towards the end of the year. Now you are the veteran. Now you are definitely the team leader. How are you adjusting to that new role, or how are you embracing that sort of new role?
Yeah, I always didn't, I accepted my role my sophomore and junior year, but I was always working for more, and I don't think that changes just because I am a starter, and I'm always going to work for more. And with Caitlin and Gabby being gone, the true veterans of the team, we definitely need a leader on the team, and I'm glad to step up, and I think I've been that voice for a little bit. So I'm excited just to bring this team together, and it's such a fun and good group of girls.
Yeah, we are really glad to have you back, really glad to have you in the leadership role, and best of luck at Drake.
Thank you.
Sydney Affolter from the Iowa Hawkeye locker room, and we'll get with Jan Jensen here momentarily. Her postgame interview is brought to you by Oaknall, as Oaknall's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 57 years. Oaknall is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City, a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oaknall.com to learn more.
Okay, we are in the locker room with Coach Jensen. Coach, big win tonight. The team took control from the start, contributions all around. What does a game like this mean to your young team?
Well, I think what's nice is you got everybody in some minutes that, really mattered. And hopefully, it's really kind of one of the last ones that we're going to be able to do that, right? Because now we have a lot of tough games on the road. But I want this to give them confidence. I think our defense has been consistently there. Now, certainly we did what we should have done tonight. So now we'll see, we played a pretty good Va-Tech team, but Drake's an excellent team, and on their home floor, they're going to be great. And then we have a neutral floor game against Kansas. But we're going to really see how that defense, if it's as good as I feel it is right now.
Yeah, that was my next question. For years, the Hawks have been known for their offense. Mm-hmm. It seems like in the first 3 games of the season, the defense is setting the tone. Mm-hmm. Rob and I calculated there were 5 shot clock violations tonight. Lots of threes kind of thrown up. How is that, how are you feeling about the defense, and how do you feel that the Hawks are kind of taking that on as their identity?
Well, I think this summer when our staff got together, give a lot of credit to Sean Sullivan, and Raina's always liked defense, but Sean came in with a definite defensive mindset. So we have now 6 coaches can have a voice, right? That's a new NCAA rule. It used to just be 4 coaches. But we as a staff, even our, oldies, Raina and Abby, we felt we could be better defensively this year because Lucy Olsen is pretty long and on the ball. Kylie's a very good defender, and Sid's a good defender. So we thought we had a little bit more defensively, and we thought, well, we lost so much scoring, right? So we didn't know if we could get to that 90-point average that we've been kind of used to. But if we could kind of offset that and be a little better defensively, so we tried to put a little bit more focus on that. So I think the focus has been there. I think we're seeing some good defensive play. But again, the schedule is so young. Yep. And we're I wouldn't say like, oh my gosh, we're great. There were plenty of plays tonight I could think back on and think, oh geez, we need to do a lot better. But I think collectively what you're seeing is accurate. We're better than maybe we were a year ago on that defensive front. We didn't notice it though because we're scoring so many points, right?
Yep. All right, so we're traveling to Drake next on November 17th. I know you have probably not scouted them, but it is the sort of first in-state rival. Mm-hmm. What are a couple focus areas that you will zoom in on this week with the team?
Well, this is the first small ball team we're going to face. So when I call it that, they run a 5-out. So their 5s shoot very good 3s. So their 5 is really like a small forward. So the counter is you have our big 6'5", Addie O'Grady, guarding their, I don't know what her height is, Anna Miller, 6'2", but she's a really good 3-ball shooter. So we haven't faced that yet. A couple of the posts we've faced, they've hit a 3 or 2, but this is all part of their motion offense. And, I love Drake, went to school there. Allison Pullman, their head coach, is a friend. I respect the heck out of her. And I'm for Drake every game except the one we have to play him. But they're really well disciplined. They do what they do really well. And they run a lot of wide screens, hammer screens, and down screens, and they make great reads. So if you switch, if you put, Addie gets on an even smaller player, they really make you pay.
Well, best of luck. Hope the girls are prepared, and great win tonight, Coach. Thanks
so much. I appreciate it, Tiff.
Tiffany, thank you very much. And it always, especially over in Des Moines, is a tough battle between the Hawks and the Bulldogs, that on Sunday. Time for a U.S. Bank scoreboard update. U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of the Hawks. We're in it with you for the good stuff and all the hard work it takes to get there. Because together, there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Some finals. Number 9, Oklahoma 122, Western Carolina 56. Number 6, Notre Dame 92, James Madison 46 in women's basketball. Number 11, Maryland 84, and Syracuse 73. And it's number 22, Alabama 68, Norfolk State 58. Texas all over Lamar in the third quarter. Longhorns number 4, and that is 60-27. Number 24, Stanford, and UC Davis a little bit later on tonight. We'll be back listening on some of tonight's top plays. Wrap things up from Carver after the Hawkeyes defeat Toledo 94-57. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis-infused beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
Honda drivers, if you want to keep your Honda a Honda, only service your Honda with the experts at your local Honda dealer. They use genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to service all Hondas, keeping your Honda a Honda. Don't trust your investment to anyone else. Only service with genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to make sure your Honda stays 100% Honda. When you need service for your Honda, search your local Honda dealer.
Treat yourself to one of our award-winning entrees at the Machine Shed. Come get your hands around one of our famous pork tenderloins, our most popular sandwich, served either deep-fried golden brown or unbreaded and grilled. Or try our roasted stuffed Iowa chop that is stuffed with a warm apple raisin dressing and glazed with an apple whiskey sauce. Trust me, you won't regret it. This is Jeff Grunder, and we can't wait to have you over for dinner at the Machine Shed.
I-80 and Hickman Road, Urbandale, and I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Go to BigGrove.com and enter for your chance to win Hawkeye tickets all season long. Or join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes, all season long. Go Hawks!
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes win at 94-57 as Hannah Stolke registered her 39th career game in double figures, which is the 5th most in program history since 2020. Stolke was also 1 rebound shy of a double-double, but 9 for 9 from the free throw line. Led the team in scoring with 17 points on 4 of 6 from the floor. Lucy Olson 14 on 6 of 9 from the floor as a team. Hawkeyes 31 of 54, 57.4%. 4 out of 4 from three-point range, 28.6%. All 4 made by Taylor McCabe. And free throw line, a huge story tonight, 87.5%, 28 of 32. We didn't have any plays under review tonight, but when we do, they are brought to you by Athletico Physical Therapy. Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sideline? Athletico's movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. And now we begin with some of tonight's top plays. Fierbach gets it into the front court for the Hawkeyes. Now lob pass inside. Stolke, easy 2 with the left hand. Perfect pass from the left wing by Sydney Affolter. McCabe the rebound. Across the timeline. Stops. Will fire a 3. Got it. Right at the top of the key. Affolter in between the circles. Now high post area, O'Grady whips it inside. Lucy Olson wide open for a left-handed layup. How about the passing by Addie O'Grady? Jimfy the rebound. Gets it ahead to Lucy Olson. Cross-court pass right side to McCabe. Probes the baseline, then pulls it back out. Gets it to Olson. Right wing, now back to McCabe. Three-pointer deep in the corner. Count it. Out of the timeout. Rockets with the ball. Doubled at the timeline. Stolen. Fierbach layup. Got it. Bounced on the left side of the iron and dropped through. Affolter racing toward the basket. Gets it to go with the left hand. O'Grady the assist. Chance for a three-point play. McConowitz as she got the rebound but then throws it away. Affolter the steal. Drives baseline up and under. Move is good. The reverse layup by Sydney Affolter. Passes it off to Affolter. Drives baseline. Now kicks it to O'Grady. 15-foot jumper from the elbow is good. That's Addie's second field goal. And the rebound taken down by the Hawkeyes. Quickly down court. McCabe sends it in from deep on the right side. Back to Affolter. Inside Stolke goes up strong and is fouled by Goss. Another tough, strong move by Hannah Stolke. And we saw plenty of that tonight, and we'll see plenty of it on Sunday and beyond for Hannah Stolke, who ended up with 17 points. Can't emphasize enough, 9 out of 9 from the free throw line. So the Hawkeyes now 3-0 on the campaign. 2 wins here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. And, of course, in between those two, a victory against Virginia Tech at Charlotte. And the Hawkeyes hit the road for a tough game at Drake on Sunday from the Knapp Center. And then we'll be on the road next Wednesday night as well. It'll be a neutral site as the Hawks will face Kansas in Sioux Falls, South Dakota at the Sanford Pentagon. Iowa's, the women's side, first trip to that arena. The Iowa men have played there on several occasions. So a couple more big games before the Hawkeyes come back to Carver Hawkeye Arena on the 24th of November to face Washington State. So we will join you on Sunday, Iowa and Drake from the Knapp Center. That's a 2 o'clock tip. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 1:30. Thanks so much for listening tonight. The final score once again, Iowa 94 and Toledo 57. The Hawks 3-0, the Rockets 1-1. For Tiffany Reedy, I'm Rob Brooks. Good night from courtside Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with a Hy-Vee Perks membership. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. And by Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.